Moi kaikki, that's Finnish and means hi everyone. I'm Hanna and this is my podcast called Hanna from Sheep's Alley. Except that at this moment I'm not at Sheep's Alley. I'm on my way to a grocery store, and because it's 0 Celsius, which is 32 Fahrenheit, I'm not going to sit outside and podcast because it's quite cold, and I think I'm catching a cold because my nose is running and throat is a bit sore and so on. So I thought that on my way to a grocery store I would show you how Finland and Kuopio looks like at this time of month. Okay. The lady in my pocket, I have the run keeper on, so the lady in my pocket says how many miles or kilometers I have already walked and how much time that has took me. But anyway, I thought I'd show you the pond, which is quite close to our house. I have collected very many kilometers and miles walking around this pretty pond, so I'll show you what it looks like. So that's the path where I came from, and this is one part of the pond. It's called Levänen Pond, and I'm going to continue my way to the other side and then go across the freeway, and that's where the grocery store is. The path it's not icy, the snow is quite wet actually, and I have my normal running shoes on, but I think I need to go to our storage room and I need to find the shoes which have studs on, because I think we really have winter here. Well, I don't think the snow is going to stay on the ground, because usually it stays on the ground, well, starting from December, end of December, sometimes even mid-December, and the lake isn't even frozen. But anyway, I'm heading to that direction, and I think I will get back to you when I'm back home. So, bye bye! Moi taas, that's Finnish and means hi again. I just came from the grocery store and I'll show you what I bought. I bought these Christmas lights. 18 LED lights, and they are in my 6 swimming on your back backpack. That pattern I will release that sometime today, probably before I upload this podcast episode. And I think I forgot to mention you that today is Monday, October 30th, and it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to head home now, take sauna to get warm because it's quite windy, and because the snow on the ground is so wet. See, those are my footsteps over there. No one else has walked there this morning, and my running shoes, they are all wet. So I will head home, take the sauna, and then talk to you about the FOs and whips and other stuff. So see you in a bit. Moi moi! Okay, it's me again. I'm almost home, but I just wanted to show you that actually this pond from our end is starting to freeze. See? It's a bit frozen already. Quite cool. Hey, okay. See you. Okay, now we get to talk about FOs and whips. And we can start with the FO which I'm wearing, which is this City Street shawlet, which I have knit this pattern once before, and I like it a lot. And because Ali from Starry Eyes Alley podcast. She and I, we did a swap, and she sent me beautiful yarns. I'll show you the yarns first. It's new to me, this kind of yarn, sock yarn, this color. Then these are the contrasting colors. And this is the second one, pretty color. And the main yarn is Lottie Nets, this kind. And that's the yarn cake I have left. So this. And this is the shawl. You have seen this pattern before because I have showed it to you, but I think it was a year ago. So this kind, I think these colors go so well together. This is a very easy, not too difficult, but still not boring at all. This kind of flew from my needles because, well, I'll show you again. See, I was at this point, I think, last Friday, and I started knitting it on Friday evening. There was this Kässäkerho Pom-Pom Liinu organized this super weekend for knitters all over Finland. They came to Kuopio for this super weekend for knitters, and I knit this shawl. Well, there was a meeting on Friday evening also, but I didn't attend that meeting then. But then on Saturday I went there and knit this, and on Sunday I also went there and knit this, and I finished this at home on Sunday evening, and I blocked it, and now I can wear it. I was kind of supposed to give this to a dear friend of mine. She doesn't know this, but I like this so much. I love these colors Ali picked out, so I will keep this shawl to myself. Then I have knit hats. First of all, I made Gina's hat. It's called Slouchy Honey Hat, and it looks like this. Really lovely hat. And I had in my stash, I had Lottie Knits yarns, red one and blue one. And unfortunately, I will just show these tags like this because I can't read her handwriting, so I don't know what those colorway names are. But anyway, lovely shades, and the hat looks like this. I made this small one. Gina has two sizes, and this is small one, and it looks like this. I think this is really cool. I think these colors, they work so well together. So I have a new hat. But then Rachel from Treehouse Knits podcast, we made a swap last spring, I think it was, and she sent me 2 skeins of this shepherd's wool yarn in color turquoise, 2 skeins of this. And I found this hat pattern on Ravelry, Oscar the Slouch. There's also an orange one. And because I'm keeping this shawl, I felt kind of like, ooh, I really should give this, but I want to keep it myself. So I knit my friend a hat, and I used Rachel's yarn she sent me, and it looks like this. I'll put it on. So this is for the friend of mine that I'm not going to say her name because she might be watching. Probably she isn't, but she might. So I'm not saying who this is for. But this fits. It fits me perfect. We have the same size of head, so I think this will fit my friend well too. So this is for her. And because this is a great hat when I go to do sports like skiing and running, and I like this little pom-pom. It's this, I love the shape, how this is shaped. It stays on the head so well. So I wanted to knit one for me too, and I did. I'll show you. Oh, dropped it. Dropped a tag too. I'll need to dig that from down there. So this one is for me. And I did it slightly differently. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see the difference, but these garter bumps, I made them smaller to my hat. And 1, 2, 3, there are 4 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there are 6 smaller bumps on my hat. Also, what I did differently, okay, this ribbing, this is done exactly how the pattern tells you, but I made a slight modification to my hat. Can you tell what I did differently? The ribbing at the front is a bit different. And this is my hat. Looks like this. Just perfect. And because this is so perfect, I made a third one, second one for me. And it's this one. I'll get the tags that I threw on the floor. This is also from Rachel, Plucky Knitter. I got 2 skeins of this yarn from Rachel. So I knit this hat. And I also did something a bit differently with this hat, just keeping me interested. Here you twist stitches and there you don't. But I did the twisting also to these cables, just to keep me interested. I think this ribbing part is the same also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there are 6 garter pumps. Oh, I love this. I'll put this on. So this is my second hat. Wonderful. And then, because Rachel sent me 2 skeins of this shepherd's wool yarn, I wanted to knit still another hat. But of course I don't need 2 turquoisey colored hats. So I over-dyed. You can kind of see the undertone, turquoise undertone. And I dyed it with my Ashford magenta color, Ashford dye. So I got this color hat. And here I did also something a little bit differently, just to keep me interested. The ribbing looks there like that, and here it looks like this. And this looks like this. I really like this shape. So I have 3 of the same, but in different color. Also the pom-poms, this is the smallest one, this kind of like middle size, and this is biggest one. So the winter can come. I have hats. What else do I have finished? Oh yes, lenkura. Okay, because I had some left of that Plucky Knitter yarn, and little bit left of that shepherd's wool, which I dyed myself, that magenta color. Then I had some other leftover yarns, which are like worsted and Aran weight yarns. And I kind of whipped up something. I'll show it to you like this first. I call this is too small to be a shawlet, and also because it is triangular shape, this is not a cowl, but I sewed on 2 buttons there, and I have these loops on both ends. So I'll take this off now. So this, and the name lenkura, because there is I-cord edge, and this lenkki or lenkura, this loop. Lenkura is a Finnish word, kind of like slang word. So there's the lenkura, and it has the big tassel. And where are the buttons? Okay, I'll just put that there. Okay, there's one button. Where's the other one? There's the other one. Okay, so this is kind of like, I'll stand up a bit so you can see. So this is kind of like cowlet, because it's not a shawl, it's not a cowl, so it's a cowlet. Originally I had this tassel. This was left over, this is Finnish sheep wool, and this is a leftover piece from that. I think I showed that felted knot bag in my June episode, I think. So this was leftover yarn of that felted knot bag, and I had it attached here, but I don't know if you can see it, but I like puffy tassels, but this is puffy in a wrong way. So I didn't like how it looked. So I took it off, and I still had a bit left of that plucky knitter yarn. So now this tassel is just perfect. And I'll show you the yarns which I used for this. So this blue one is the plucky knitter. Then this red one, this is Craft MC and DK. I knit my Pompuloi fingerless mittens, and I think Anne-Marie, hi Anne-Marie in New York, she won a giveaway prize, and I sent those mittens to her. So this is leftover that. And this tiny section here and there is the shepherd's wool, which I dyed myself, over dyed. And then this black, that's Cascade 220. And I also knit a pair of Pompuloi mittens out of black Cascade 220, and those mittens went to a dear friend of mine. So, wonderful project to use leftovers. And what I'm planning on doing still, I think I will buy 4 more buttons and attach one somewhere around there, and the second one, or actually, well then the third one, perhaps somewhere here. So you can attach this, you can keep it loosely. Okay, these are the buttons, so the third ones would be somewhere here. So this would be more loosely fitted. And then if I have buttons also here, this would be a great cowlet under my winter coat. So I think I will need to go to Kuopio Nappi and Nauha, the shop where I bought these buttons from, and buy 4 more. But I think this is a fun. This is how it looks from the wrong side, and this is the right side. So that's a fun, scrappy project. And then I think those were the FOs, yes. Then active whips, 2 sock projects. When we went to Madrid, I wanted to travel light. And before we left, I visited our local fabric shop, and I saw this pretty grey lace fabric. And I thought that this would be a perfect material for travel knitting, because this is so light and airy and still really beautiful looking. And I used French seams there to keep it nice and neat looking. And inside here I have my travel knitting project. It's Linus Käsikerho Pompoms sock yarn, PFL sock yarn. And I only need to do the ribbing. So there's how much I have knit. These look kind of wonky now. But anyway, there's the heel. And I did just a tiny little pattern, something out of my head. I just also whipped this up. Just twisted stitches and that eyelet row. Just something to keep me interested. So this is one active sock project whip, and then the other one is the yarn is Miss Mothballs, unicorn farts. And if you don't know what unicorn farts look like, it looks like this. And I've done the heels, and I need to knit the cuff and ribbing, and then these will be done too. Then frozen lashes. This shawl I showed you the last time. I said I was going to knit the second version by the end of October, but no way, because I have been knitting those hats. But I did start, so I've done this much. And this will be my active whip. I will be knitting this now that I finished that City Street shawlet and those hats. So I've done that. I still haven't decided which one of these I will use for the eyelashes and which one for this garter section. But I still need to knit the body first, so I have time to figure out which one to do next. And then the last active whip, I'll show you the pattern. This is Anna Johanna's pattern. This is for Kalakukko. Kalakukko knitters are the Kuopio area knitters, and we have our own knitting pattern club. And this is Anna Johanna's pattern. I'll show you another photo so you can see what kind of pullover we are going to knit. I think this is really pretty. Anna Johanna was also attending the super weekend, and she had her own trunk show and her lovely beautiful knitting with her. Also this pullover. I didn't try this one on, but I saw Anne, who is Tikrum Mummy. Moi Anne. I saw Anne try it on and it looked really, really lovely. So I have started mine, but I have only done the first part, the neck ribbing. And I'm using not the yarn which she knit the pullover out of, but I'm using onion knit Tassa silk yarn. Light. This is very light and airy and lovely feeling. Somebody said at the super weekend she wasn't sure if it was this brand, but some silk yarn her friend had knit a pullover and it pilled like crazy. So I'm kind of afraid now that this might be that kind, but I really hope this doesn't pill. I have a basket full of. So actually my two active whips will be the frozen lashes and this hippele pullover, which Anna Johanna designed. And those were my FOs and active whips. Then other stuff. Well, I talked about the super weekend, and we visited Madrid, which was really lovely. I said that my favorite cities are London, which it is, and Barcelona. And Barcelona is lovely. But I think I liked Madrid even better. I don't know why. It felt like it was so Spanish and it had soul. That city had soul and everything was so close. You could walk to anywhere you wanted. Of course, we took those hop-on, hop-off bus tours. That was also nice, and we visited 2 football stadiums because we love football. And what else did we do? Yes, we visited the archaeological museum, and I took some photos of some ceramics and might use those decoration things for future ceramic things. But if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen me post photos from Madrid. But that was really lovely city. I would really love to visit Madrid again. Well, actually, we were thinking about perhaps next fall we might want to go to maybe Bilbao or somewhere up north, that Basque country, to see different parts of Spain. But anyway, Madrid was wonderful. Didn't visit any yarn shops. I didn't plan on going to any yarn shops. I thought that if we walk zigzag all over, and if a yarn shop comes, if we come across a yarn shop, I will go in and buy something if I find something, but no yarn shops jumped in front of us, so I didn't buy any yarn from Madrid. Then I'll show you a photo. This is kind of like recycling, or I don't know what you could call it. But I think 2 or 3 years ago, I knit 2 skirts, kind of like my own design. The red one and then the blue or green. It has both, that one. But I'm not a person who wears skirts a lot. I love jeans. That's my thing. So keep that red dress now in mind, and I'll show you what I did with it. I unraveled the skirt, plus I had a kind of like scarf, cowl type of thing, which I knit about 2 years ago. It was in my scarves drawer and I never wore it. I don't know, it just didn't look nice on my neck. So I also unraveled that one, plus I had some extra yarn scraps. And yarn scraps, yes. So the skirt got a new life as a yarn basket for my scraps. So I have all my yarn scraps. This is full of sock weights, and also there are those DK and worsted weight yarn scraps which I have. And I attached, these are hubby's, I think both pockets are from hubby's old jeans, and these are the strings too, which were on that skirt. So I just took that off and sewed it on there. So this is a skirt, and I think I will use this skirt now much more than what I did when it was really a skirt. So you can really unravel and recycle and give life to things you don't like or you don't wear. Then ceramics. I still can't show you the ones I have already. I used the potter's wheel and I told you how difficult it is. And I showed you the cup, the teacup or mug, which I have, and I had an idea that, oh, I will make similar looking for hubby. Well, that's not reality, because when you make ceramics using that potter's wheel, just something, you don't know what comes off of it. Sometimes nothing. But anyway, I'll show you this mug. I bought this in 2007 from Tallinn, Estonia. And it has seen its better days. There's a lion there, but his tail is kind of like, there is no tail, only the tail tassel there. And also his ears they are gone. And I love this color, this bright, flowery thing, but this is quite heavy. And I've used this for 10 years, every single day at work, drinking coffee and tea. And I thought that I would try to make something similar and a bit smaller and lighter weight, because when this is full of tea and coffee, actually my fingers really ache. So I made this one. So this is only dry clay. It hasn't been to an oven yet because I made this at home on Tuesday. So there are bugs and flowers. There's the bottom, and the inside is just like that. And we have ceramics class this evening, so I will paint this first. I think I will use brown, turquoise, and perhaps, because this is yellow, perhaps yellow. But I will paint this, then it will go to the oven or kiln, which one you call those ceramic kilns or ovens. And after that I will glaze it somehow. And I think I will also maybe use some iron oxide. I don't know about the colors yet, but I really want to have turquoise bugs. So that's one. And then I had a bit of clay left, and this one I made. I just had a ball of clay and I used the pinching technique. I watched videos from YouTube how to make mugs out of a clay ball, and I made this tiny cup. And this is a present for a dear friend of mine. She will turn 50 in April, and she always jokes about tiaras and how she would like to go and buy a tiara and wear it. It's a joke, but I made her a tiara, and I think I will only glaze this. Somehow I would like to use something like rustic pling, like contrast things, and perhaps brown, and maybe this handle, it would be so cool, it was like gold or something. So those ones I made this week. Then the 6 women on your back, I just released the pattern before I started filming this section. So it's up on Ravelry now. I'll show you. There's the pattern. So if you like it, because you can use that if you like those women, you can put them anywhere you want. You can make this backpack, or make a grocery bag, or make a pullover or whatever, and use that pattern. That 6 women on your back pattern. So that's out now. Then what else? Oh, fog run. Oh, I have to show you the statistics. The knee isn't pain-free, but see what I have done. I have walked that much. I just realized that there are these same numbers, they are just in different order. 2 5s and 1 1. So I've been very well. Actually, when we were in Madrid and we visited also Toledo, we took a train to Toledo, which is the old capital. We walked very much on those 3 days, so that built up also. But I've also walked like twice a week, and I think this mileage and kilometer amount is quite good, because I have also gone to swimming twice or even 3 times a week, so that's good for me. Then what else do I have? I think I have one more thing. It's the safety reflectors. I made this safety reflector vest when I was training for the marathon. I just bought fabric and this reflector ribbon, very wide one, and then just a tiny bit thinner one. And I made these town houses at the bottom. So this is my town in a town reflector vest. And I had these. I'll show you. Where are they? They are here. So this is the thinner one I used, and I had tiny little left of this wide one. And because days are getting dark, even though now there is white snow on the ground, which lightens up the air so well. But still, you have those, you can buy from stores those safety reflectors which you hang on your jacket, but I always seem to get those lost. They get tangled and they are not very useful for me. So I used a piece of that and did a bit of crocheting and made this safety reflector. And I can attach this reflector with this safety pin on any jacket I have. This is the first one I made. Then I made a second one, but I can't find it. I don't know where I put it. But I also made a third one. I think this is the prettiest one. And I think I will make these, I think 2 or 3 more. Because these are easy to make, they are fun. And these won't get caught on anything. Like when you put your safety belt on in a car, those hanging reflectors. It's such difficult. I don't know how to use those correctly, but I've noticed that they work really well. So, those were all. I think it's about to announce the winner of this giveaway prize, Mind the Skulls project bag. And you know how this goes. Let's see who wins it. Tam 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 ta. Oh my goodness, it's Rachel from Treehouse Knits. I believe I have your address, Rachel dear. So I will mail you this sock size project bag, Halloween inspired. Yay, Rachel! And the new giveaway is this reflector. And I have a question, which I don't remember, because I wrote this on Monday. Okay, what is your favorite autumn/winter baking recipe? I would love to hear. And if you would like to put that recipe on the episode thread, which is episode 29, October 2017, and I'll put the link below, the down bar below this YouTube video. If you click the link, it will lead you to my podcast group on Ravelry, which is called Hanna from Sheep's Alley. And you can answer this question if you like to. You can also leave any comments you would like to comment about. But if you have your favorite autumn/winter baking recipe, and you could put that recipe down there or give a link, that would be really wonderful. See, my autumn favorite is American style apple pie. I love those. And then I also, but this is all year round, I love mud cake. So those are my 2 very favorite. And actually, I think my third one, see, should I show you? Because I will post this photo on Instagram tomorrow, because tomorrow is Halloween. But I baked a red velvet cake. And I'll show you the photo here, but I will post this on Instagram tomorrow. This is a murder cake. That's my cherry jam and knives, and that's a red velvet cake. So, you can answer that question, and this safety reflector could be yours. And I think that's it. I wrote down that next episode will probably be out sometime during the first weekend of December, because the end of November is quite busy, and because it is getting so dark, filming inside during evening time, the lighting isn't going to be lovely and nice and good. So I really want to film this podcast during winter time, during daytime. So the next episode, which will be December episode, will be out sometime during the first weekend. Maybe Saturday, first Saturday in December or Sunday. But I'll post this on Instagram. So that's about all. Have a lovely Halloween and wonderful November time, and I'll see you at the beginning of December. Moikka!